What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we're going to be testing out some new makeup, and this is the look that I came up with. I love every single thing that I tried in this video, so spoiler alert, I have some really good products to show you today. I got the new Morphe palette. I got the new Fenty Beauty highlighter. I love this highlighter. I was super excited to get this in. I got the new Morphe foundation. This is a beautiful foundation. It just sits beautifully on the skin. The coverage really surprised me. Did not think it was going to have as much coverage as it does because it's so lightweight. Beautiful foundation. Loving it so far. I really love this whole look. I just think that it looks so cute. So let's hang out, have some girl time, and get into it. Okay, so now that I got you nice and zoomed in, we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to try out all this makeup. Of course, I'm going to start off with the eyes. So I'm going to go into this new Morphe eyeshadow palette. Stunning eyeshadow palette. I cannot wait to use this. So I'm going to start off with this shade right here. And this shade is called Toparazzi. And I'm going to put that in the crease. And of course, work that right up to the brow. I haven't used Morphe eyeshadows in so long. I think I have one Morphe eyeshadow palette left, but I really do not ever reach for it. It's just like a neutrals palette. They came out with 3 different palettes, but of course I had to get this one. This is the Gone Platinum because it had that silver shade in the center. They also have a gold palette and they also have a pink palette. I think the pink one's supposed to be like your rose gold. Super cute palettes, but this one just caught my eye out of all of them. I just love the different shades in here. Of course, it has that black shade in there, which I love. I'm going to use that today. This is blending out really nicely. The pigment is gorgeous on this. They're looking nice and smooth on the lid, so I do like that. Next up, I'm going to go right into that center shade because it is gorgeous. I have to use that today. I'm going in dry first because the center shade is made to be used wet or dry. So I just want to see what it's giving dry. I mean, she looks beautiful. Very smooth and buttery, gliding on so nicely. I love that silver. It's so pretty. So I'm just going to dip in here. And I'm going to use the LYS setting spray today. So I will just go ahead and spray the brush and then apply it. Okay, it's definitely looking more pigmented when it's wet. Again, I'm just going to pick up the product, spray the brush, and apply. Oh my goodness, isn't that beautiful? I feel like anytime you spray a shimmer, it always intensifies it. I mean, this one's a little more sheer, but I mean, the difference I wouldn't say is huge, but I feel like I can tell the difference between the wet and dry. So now, of course, I'm just gonna go back over this one just to make them match. I love that silver. That is so pretty. So just switching brushes, going into the black shade. And this is a beautiful black. I mean, it's pigmented. I love how deep that is. Beautiful. I mean, that was one dip for this side. I'm just going to kind of work it at an angle over top of that silver. I just want to kind of like slant it a little. And just mix the silver in with that black. Same thing for this side, just slanting it a little bit. Okay, switching brushes, going into the dark brown shade. And I'm going to start buffing out the black shade with that dark brown. I love this. And let me just tell you, these shades buffing out so beautifully. I wasn't sure what I was expecting because I haven't used the Morphe palette in so long, but so good. Go back into the very first shade and I'm just gonna buff out a little, make everything nice and seamless. I love this look, super pretty. And then to highlight the brow bone, I'm gonna go into the shade here. So pretty. I love that for a highlighter. Just gonna go ahead and clean up. I also picked up a new lash glue. I love this lash glue. It is the only one that I use. I'm just gonna use a pair of half lashes today. So while I'm waiting on the lash glue to dry, I'm going to prep the skin. So I'm going to go in with the Ordinary Serum, going in with the P. Louise Repair from 2022 Moisturizer. So for my primer today, I'm going to go in with this Woe Glow because it is a sunscreen and a primer together. I really like the glow that this gives your skin. I mean, even when you're not wearing makeup, this just gives you a nice, like, healthy glow. For eyeliner, I'm going to use the Essence. This is the Black Raven. Now I'm just going to go ahead and pop my lashes on. I'm going to go in with a little bit of this e.l.f. Lash and Roll and just hit, like, this front part of my lashes. Usually I do this before I apply the half lash. That's okay. I'm going to go in with the new Morphe foundation. This is their Light Form Extended Hydration Foundation. I got mine in the shade Light 05N. So excited to try out this foundation. It is like very liquidy. It's blending out beautifully though, and I really like that shade match. Let's see what it does for the redness. That looks beautiful. I didn't think it was going to have that much coverage. I thought it was going to be a lighter coverage than what it is. Feels like so lightweight. Okay, I'm really impressed with this foundation. This is beautiful on the skin. I'm loving this. I think it looks really nice. It covers up the redness so well. Really like the shade match. I think that looks really good. So far, I'm really liking this foundation. It just looks like your skin, but better. But I really like the coverage to this one. This is going to be a good foundation. I can tell already. I can't wait to see how powders and things sit on top of it. I don't have a new cream bronzer, but I'm going to go in with this one from Milani. This is a newer cream bronzer for me, and I love this bronzer. It's definitely worth it. It's very affordable. I love that your brush fits right in the pan. It's a very natural color, blends in beautifully, doesn't sit weird on top of your foundation. It doesn't pick up your foundation when you're applying it either. For liquid blush, I don't have a new one either. I'm going to use this one from e.l.f. This is the Halo Glow. This one's in the shade Rose You Slay. Just dab it on and then blend it out with a brush. This is a really beautiful color. I love the sheen to this as well. For concealer, I'm going to go in with the NYX concealers. I love these. I got mine in the shade Vanilla and Pink. So I'm going to use a little vanilla first. Just going to blend it out with a brush. I love that concealer. I think it's really pretty, but I'm going to go over top with a little bit of this pink just to brighten, using the same brush to blend it out. Blend it down into the top of that blush really good. I mean, I really just love how that makes the under eye look. I love the brightness to it. So for powder today, I'm going to be using this one from LYS. These things, I just cannot stand them. I hate how your fingerprints are just all over them all the time. They just look so dirty. I don't know. I'm just not a fan of it. Patrick Ta does it, but it's like every time you go to pick it up, I'm trying to wipe it off so it doesn't have like my fingerprints all over it. It's a cute packaging. The triangle is super cute. It makes it different, but I've never tried their powder before, and this is just the translucent triple fix setting powder. I have tried so many things from LYS, and it truly is one of my favorite brands. So I'm just going to go in with a powder puff, and I'm just going to set the under eye. That looks really pretty under the eye, and it just looks super blurring. It's not giving me any change in color, which is nice. Not everybody likes a super bright or pink under eye like I do, but I really do like this. It's not making me have any crepey texture, which I really appreciate. As you start getting a little bit older, like powders start sitting on your skin just a little bit different. And I'm just gonna go ahead and set my T-zone. Some people use like a pressed powder first and then go over top with a loose powder. I'm just gonna grab some on a brush and set the rest of the face. For bronzer, I got the new NYX. This is the Buttermelt bronzer. I got mine in the shade Deserve Butter. These smell like chocolate. They smell so good. The smell reminds me of like Too Faced products. I think it smells like so good. So I'm just gonna go in and tap on. Everybody loves these bronzers so much whenever they try them. Oh, she's pigmented, but really pretty. A little of this is going a long way, so I do appreciate that. This is beautiful. I love that bronzer. And for blush, I got a Too Faced blush. It's the Cloud Crush, and this is the Blurring Blush in Velvet Crush. I just thought that was the prettiest shade. Now, this doesn't smell like chocolate, but it does have a really good smell to it. I'm just gonna go in and pick up a little and put it on. Ooh, That's pretty. I liked that color a lot. That's really pretty. I love that color. Stunning. Oh, for highlighter, I got the new Fenty Beauty highlighter. I am most excited for this. I cannot wait to try this out. I have been waiting on this to come in. I swear it took my Sephora order forever to get here, but I'm super excited about this. I'm expecting a lot from this highlighter. Oh, yes. I love it. You know me, I love a nice bright highlighter. That was one dip too. Look at how pretty that is. I love a good blinding highlighter. Oh, this is it. This is the highlighter. I mean, I stinking love that. Look at how pretty that is. All right, I'm getting a little carried away, which is hard to believe for me, but let me go back in with the blush brush. Isn't that so pretty? I love that highlighter. Win-win for the highlighter. Okay, so let's go in, finish the lower lash line. I'm gonna go into the black, and I'm gonna buff that on the lower lash line. Then I'm gonna go into the dark brown, and I'm gonna buff out the black with the dark brown. I'm loving it. It looks so stinking good. Okay, so really I wanna use the highlighter for the inner corner, because why not? This highlighter is too stunning. Fenty just came out with a new foundation, and I'm like trying not to buy it because I just got 3 new ones, and I'm like, I don't need any more foundation. I'm about to start tanning in summertime, and all these foundations are gonna be way too light for me soon, so I don't want to buy any more. Just kind of want to play around with what I have for now. I had to add that to the brow bone because why not? That just looks so pretty. All right, let's go in with a little bit of the e.l.f. lash and roll on the bottom lashes. Last but not least, I got the setting spray from LYS. This is their natural finish skin loyalty. This is supposed to blur, mattify, and set your makeup. It's got a nice mister on it. It's light without it being too light. I forgot to do any lipstick. Let's rewind for a second. I did pick up 2 new lip liners from NYX as well. I got one in the shade Cold Brew and one in the shade Brooklyn Thorn. I think I'm gonna go in with Brooklyn Thorn. That's a really pretty color. Now I'm actually going to take the pink NYX concealer, put it on my finger, just tap it in the center. Then I'm gonna go back in with a little bit of the Brooklyn Thorn. So that is the completed look. I love it. I think it looks super cute. Definitely love this eyeshadow palette. It is so good. For 14 bucks, you cannot beat that. The Fenty Beauty highlighter is a definite yes. I mean, do you see how gorgeous that looks? And I mean, it just melted right into the blush. Like, I did probably get a little too carried away with the highlighter today, but I just love highlighter. I think it's so pretty. The foundation looks absolutely stunning on the skin, which I was very surprised over. I did not think this was going to have that much coverage, so the coverage surprised me in a good way, and I just love the way that this sits. Super lightweight on the skin. So far, I'm loving it. But as always, thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!